It is Wednesday, October 21st, 2020, and you are tuned into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Today, we've got details on a new full-time driver heading to Lucas next season. We'll update you on the points chases across the country. We'll dig into some season-long Lucas stats and a bunch more. But first, this episode is brought to you by Blood Lubricants. Blood carries a high-performance line of synthetic racing oils, and they've got you covered for all sorts of dirt racing applications. Engine oils, gear oils, suspension fluid, cleaning products, you name it, they've got it. If you aren't a racer, though, Blood carries products for all sorts of other applications also. They can help you out with your 4-stroke or 2-stroke motorcycle. They've got products for road bikes, ATVs, and UTVs. So if you're taking the 4-wheeler or side-by-side out this fall to go off-roading or hunting, get it ready for the trails with some Blood lubricants. For the racing community, they've got a great support program that offers discounts on products plus free swag, and they support hundreds of racers across many divisions throughout the country. To check out the support program, find out more information, or to buy, visit bloodlubricants.com. That's BLUD lubricants.com. If you'd like to receive 25% off of most products on their store, use code DIRT at checkout. That's DIRT, all caps, at checkout. The 2021 list of full-time Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series competitors continues to get stronger, with Kyle Strickler telling Dirt on Dirt yesterday that he will join the tour full-time next season. Strickler jumped to full-time late model competition this season, driving his own number 8 machine, but for next year will join Indiana-based PCC Motorsports, owned by Craig and Shannon Sims. PCC got started this year running a partial schedule with Hudson O'Neal and will expand to the full season next year with Strickler at the wheel and crew chief Vinny Giuliani spinning the wrenches. The team will utilize Rocket chassis, which is a departure from the Longhorn Strickler has been driving all season, and the team will be run out of Strickler's North Carolina shop. Strickler made 23 Lucas starts in 2020 with an average finish of 11.5. He picked up his first ever series win at I-80 Speedway in September, just 1 week after losing a heartbreaker at Eldora, that race where he cut a tire at the very end of the race, losing out on that opportunity to win $50,000. He also set a new track record at Fairbury Speedway that same week. Strickler also made 9 outlaw starts this year with a best finish of 4th at Cherokee Speedway on October 2nd. You'll hear a lot more about Strickler's move and what's next for the team on next week's DIRTRACKR Conversations episode, so stay tuned for that. I updated the series points chases last week, and since then we've crowned several more champions, so here's where things lie today. The only major series left with points battles are the World of Outlaws Sprint Cars, World of Outlaws Late Models, and the USAC National Midgets. The World of Outlaws series will be officially done at the last call event at Charlotte in early November, and the Midgets will be decided later in November as well, as they still have several race nights remaining. Of the series already decided, Aaron Reitzel is the All-Star champ, Jimmy Owens won the Lucas title, Brady Bacon is the USAC Sprint Car champion, Justin Grant won the USAC Silver Crown title, Sam Haferteep took the ASCS championship, Jake Newman is your Power I Midget champion, and Bill Baylog was crowned the IRA Sprint Car champion a few weeks ago. You can find a full listing of all of these series points at dirtrackr.com/points. With the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series season wrapped up, let's take a look at some of the numbers for the series from the year. Jimmy Owens had an incredible year winning the championship, and you'll definitely see that in the stats. He led the way with 11 wins. Tim McCready was second with 7 wins. 20 different drivers won a race in 2020, with 7 winning multiple times. We did see several first-time winners this season, including Kyle Strickler, Kyle Larson, and Ricky Thornton Jr. Owens led the way in top 5 finishes with 29. McCready was second there as well with 21. Brandon Shepard had 13 top 5s, including 5 wins in only 21 series starts. That was a little bit less than half the season this year that Shepard was able to make starts in. McCready had the most top 10s with 36. Owens was right behind him with 35. 6 drivers finished in the top 10 in more than half the races. Of full-time series drivers, Owens had the best average finish at 6.9. McCready was second at 7.9. Shepard led all drivers in average finish at 4.75. Of the 2,511 laps completed in 2020, Owens led 775 of them, which is about 31% of the laps. Pretty incredible. McCready was the next closest with 255 laps led. In all, 29 different drivers led laps this season. Mike Marlar only led a single lap all year, but it was an important one. It scored him the win at Florence in August. Rookie of the Year winner Tanner English led the way in feature plus minus, gaining 231 positions from the start of features to the end. McCready was best in heat race plus minus, gaining 31 spots. Through the 47 races this year, 15 of them were won from the pole, while 10 were won from second. That's 53% of races that were won from the front row. The furthest back a winner came this year was Tim McCready at the North-South 100 at Florence. He drove up from 20th to take the $50,000 win back in August. Who was the hottest driver to end the season? That was none other than Ricky Thornton Jr. His average finish over the last 5 races was 3.6. His last 6 finishes were 6th, 3rd, 2nd, 10th, 1st, and 2nd. Pretty incredible end there for Ricky Thornton Jr. He will also be full-time with the series next year. If you'd like to see more stats and numbers from the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series this season, you can check those out at DIRTRACKR.com/analytics. There are a bunch of new podcast episodes available this week, including Paul McMahon, Shane Stewart, and Sam Haferteep on Wing Nation. Shane Stewart is also on Open Red. Thomas Meserol joins the Loud Pedal guys over at Flow Racing. Nate Dussel is on with the Dirt Nerds. Nick and Kirsty Peterson of Checkered Flag Concessions are on the Dirt from Knoxville podcast. Ohio Dirt has Cap Henry. Passing Points has Blake Hahn, and there are new episodes of Wednesdays with Wayne and Midwest Autosports. To see the full list with links to each episode, check out DIRTRACKR.com/podcasts. The only thing on the streaming schedule today is USAC 24/7 over at Flow Racing. To see the full daily pay-per-view schedule along with links to watch, visit DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. That schedule will get a lot busier starting tomorrow and then through the weekend. So stay tuned for that. That's a great place to go if you're looking for something to watch on a daily basis. If you're like me, I have multiple streaming service subscriptions between Dirt Vision and Flow Racing and you know, a lot of others. So it's nice to go be able to take a look at that list and see kind of what I want to tune into and see what there is to watch on a nightly basis. Later today, I'll be dropping a new Conversations episode. This one features Chad Baisflug. Chad has had success behind the wheel of both non-wing and wing sprint cars, and also serves the motorsports community as a rep for Capital Renegade, helping racers find trucks and trailers to get their equipment to the racetrack. We talk about his journey from California to Indiana, racing against the best as a young driver, why we don't see more wing, non-wing crossover, what it takes to be, you know, a good networker as a driver, and there's a lot more in there as well. Chad is a super thoughtful guy. He's been through a lot, and our conversation, I think, was really, really insightful. Check it out soon on the Dirt Tracker YouTube channel and this podcast feed. That's it for today. Hope everybody has a good Wednesday. You can find Dirt Tracker Daily on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or where you get podcasts. You can also find it in the podcast section of Amazon Music. Please subscribe and leave a review. You can also watch the show every day on YouTube and Facebook. If you'd like to watch, please subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. You can email the show at info@dirttracker.com, and you can follow along at facebook.com/dirttracker, twitter.com/dirttracker, and the website itself, dirttracker.com. You can follow me personally on Twitter at Justin_Fiedler, and don't forget to sign up for the Dirt Tracker weekly newsletter on the site. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow for more Dirt Tracker Daily.